Ciao Corner Geeks! Today, great video about dumplings, pot stickers, Japanese gyoza. What are the difference? Which one we prefer? We're gonna start from making the wrappers from scratch and then step by step follow 3 different recipes. Alright, let's start immediately with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half cup of water that I just get to a boil point and then I take out from the heat, 1/4 of sea salt. Mix it up real quick. That's it. The wrappers are super simple. Only 3 ingredients. I'm gonna work this water and the flour a little bit with my spatula. So I'm gonna start now to work with my hand and work the dough for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna keep working my dough. I worked the dough for 10 minutes by hand. I wrap it up on a plastic like this. Alright, my dough has been resting for 30 minutes and I have here the pasta attachment for my KitchenAid. That's right. I think this is the best way to make the gyoza. You will have a uniform thickness. If you don't have, you can do with the rolling pin. First thing, let's roll a little bit. So I reach a good initial first thickness. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in 4 pieces more or less, and then I will start to use my pasta attachment. As always, I'm gonna do the slowest possible. As we work towards, I just do a couple of steps just like this. We're looking for a very thin layer. So what we're looking here is see-through dough. So I pass my dough into the very last setting, which is the A. So now I'm gonna take a cookie cutter like this and just cut it. And here we have it, our wrappers. I'm gonna keep working on this, never throw the scrapes. Alright, first off, we're gonna prepare the filling for our Japanese gyoza. Now, I start here with 8 ounces of ground pork. I'm gonna mix the ground pork with 1 cup of cabbage that I shredded, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 clove of garlic, and a piece of about 2 inches of fresh ginger, green onion in, just 1 green onion. It's all very finely chopped. I'm gonna mix in this beautiful double brewed soy sauce, tablespoon in. This will give enough saltiness, so I'm not gonna add additional salt. And then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of sesame oil, fresh pepper. After this, we just need to mix it well with the pork and create our beautiful filling. We have here our pork mixture. We take 1 of these wrappers. So the part where is more cornstarch we put inside. I have here a teaspoon. Do not exaggerate with the filling because otherwise it's gonna get difficult to wrap it up. So I put a teaspoon inside here. Now I like to just press it a little bit and put like in an oval shape. Then a little bit of water here. There's all the water in my wrapper. Then I hold with my weak hand, which is the right one, right in the middle. And then I start to fold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this is the first 4. And then I put again in the middle with my left hand in this case, and I do with the right. 1, second fold, third fold, and 4th fold. And then I make sure that the edge are like press it down. Here we go. Alright, with the help of my wife, we finished the gyoza. They look absolutely amazing. You can decide either to just put as it is in the freezer for a couple of hours, they become hard, and then you can put in a Ziploc bag and store for 2-3 months, and then you can cook it up when you need, or you just cook straight. Alright, the day after. Now, before cooking the great Japanese gyoza, I'm going to introduce you to the second variation of dumpling. We're going to move to China. I'm going to build a dumpling that is like a Chinese dumpling. It's kind of like northern style dumpling. The base is always grounded pork, but we're going to mix with something completely different. First off, ground pork. Now, I'm gonna add a piece of garlic in, boom. Then I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of chives, finely chopped in. Then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of chicken stock, boom. Half teaspoon of sesame oil in, boom. 1 of the Chinese staple. This is a cooking wine. It's called the Shaoxing cooking wine. You can easily find this on Amazon. I'm gonna drop for you a link down below to buy directly from it. This is a Chinese staple. I beat here 1 egg, half. Best way to work this filling is just with hands. So we have something like this. Smells absolutely amazing. I take my wrappers, I take my filling, about a teaspoon. I put in the middle, press it a little bit. Then I use water along the edge, easy. Put in my hands, and then you can simply close like this. You don't need to be fancy if you don't have time. Okay, just pinch and close just like this. Super easy, super simple. So the part with more cornstarch I put on top here. I use a teaspoon. I'm gonna use a little bit of water on the edge, and I just close right in the middle, okay? So I pinch this right in the middle. Then on the side, I just put the side here in the middle. I pinch the end, cool. And then the 2 ends that I have here, I pinch it together, just like this. And I have the same on the other side, okay? So I have this opening, put right in the middle, pinch the end, pinch these 2 ends together, so nice and close. So I have this, a little bit on this side, and I do 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Then I press in the middle. So this is what I'm getting. These are best boiled. I'm gonna show to you in a while how to cook this properly. But now we are jumping the next dumpling. It's gonna be Xi'an pot sticker. Let me show to you first the filling, and then we're gonna cook the gyoza. We're gonna cook this amazing Chinese dumpling and the Xi'an dumplings. Now, next, Xi'an pot stickers. I have here 4.5 ounces of beautiful ground beef. This is 85/15. I'm gonna put a piece of ginger in it, 2 tablespoons of green onion, 2 tablespoons of chicken stock in, Shaoxing Wine, a teaspoon, and a half teaspoon of beautiful organic black sesame oil in, and half teaspoon of light soy sauce. As I say always, the best way is just to go with your hands. Alright, I have my beautiful filling right here. I take my wrappers, the one that I showed you at the beginning of the video. As always, a teaspoon. I just get a generous teaspoon, put in the middle. This we want to do a different shape. Just go around with a little bit of water. Then I put in my hand, and I just make sure that the filling is in. Close it, just like that. We can have something like this. Okay, I have here my 6-quart pan with half of water. It's boiling, strong boil. I'm gonna drop my dumpling in, soft, like this. And then I'm gonna add immediately a little bit of cold water. Just we're stopping the boil. Okay, it's boiling again, so I'm gonna add a little bit more water in it. The cooking time should be about 4 to 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, I'm gonna take one of this. My favorite dipping sauce for this amazing boiled Chinese northern style dumpling is made out of 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. And another secret Chinese ingredient is the Qingqian vinegar, which is brown rice vinegar. So this is made out of gluten rice, it's pretty good. I'm gonna drop for you a link down below to buy directly from Amazon. So I'm gonna put half teaspoon in, a little bit of chili, take my dumpling, wow, they melt in your mouth, they still have a bite, filling inside is perfect, amazing. Let's now try the other one. Alright, I just grabbed for myself 3 of this pot sticker, the Chinese pot sticker. I have this pan, which fits in my air fryer. While I'm talking to you, I'm preheating the air fryer at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The next step is to grab a piece of aluminum foil. Then more or less will let you to cover the pan just like this. To spray a little bit of oil. Okay, so after I brush it up, this my nice pan, I'm gonna place this. I'm gonna cook for 3-4 minutes this in the air fryer. Alright, so I have cooked this beautiful dumplings for 3 minutes. Ooh, they are frying. Can you hear that? Look at that. So I have 1/3 cup of water, it's very hot. I'm gonna place this here. And then I'm gonna wrap it up with my aluminum foil. I'm gonna steam this for 5 minutes. Alright, what I recommend as a sauce for this beautiful pot sticker? Garlic and ginger and our beautiful vinegar, a couple of teaspoons. So I finished cooking a batch of the Xi'an pot sticker. You will end up with this, which is a little bit different because it's the top looks very crispy, but the bottom is a little bit less. It's a really nice pot sticker. It's not traditional. It's a valid way of cooking for sure, this pot sticker, but it's not a traditional one. You won't have like the bottom nice and crispy. Now, let me show to you how I cook the gyoza, but in a wok. I know that my channel is very focused on the air fryer, but I want to explore more. I want to show to you other techniques and other recipes, and I think this is the best way to start with one of my favorite cuisine of all time. I think this is my favorite cuisine alongside with Italian, obviously. And now the cooking part. First, the gyoza in the wok. I have here my nice wok from Made In. Look at that. These are like after 2 or 3 minutes in the wok with just oil, very nice and hot. I'm gonna fry for 3-4 minutes top, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of water, half cup or 3/4 of a cup top, and I'm gonna let it boil for about 5 minutes, and that's it. All right, so we tried the 3 versions of the dumpling. So the Japanese gyoza, the northern style boiled dumpling, and the pot sticker. And my favorite is definitely the northern style boiled one. My wife's favorite is the Japanese gyoza. But hey, try it out. They are all 3 fantastic recipe. Love it. As I said before, I don't think that the air fryer in this case delivers the best results, deliver pretty decent result. If you're in a hurry, you can just take out from the freezer and just cook for 15 minutes. It's gonna be nice, it's gonna be crispy on the edge, but it's not gonna resemble the original dumpling. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more fry recipe, if you want to see more dumpling recipe, and if you want to cook some more Asian recipe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next.